Chapter 17 is all about the last P of our 4 Ps, which is promotion, integrated marketing communications, advertising, and public relations. The purpose of this chapter is to explore the components of the promotional mix, how the communication process relates to the IDA model, the various objectives of promotion, and the different types of appeals used by advertisers. Additionally, it dives into the roles of public relations, publicity, and cross-promotional strategies. Furthermore, it explores the factors that influence the effectiveness of a promotional mix. Integrated Marketing Communications, or referred to as the IMC, is the coordination of all promotional activities to produce a unified, customer-focused promotional message. The goal is to make the message stand out. Promotional mix includes advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, direct marketing, and public relations. An IMC strategy looks at all of these elements together rather than as isolated components. So instead of viewing all parts of the promotional mix as isolated components, an IMC strategy looks at these elements together. With an IMC strategy, marketers can create a unified personality for the product or brand because all of their various marketing communications align with one another. An example here is the Coca-Cola brand, which stands for more than just being a refreshment. It also stands for friendship, sharing moments, happiness, socialization, and their campaign shows consistency in terms of their color, demographics, and theme. Their unified brand message and personality are carried and featured in all of their marketing channels, namely their public relations, sponsorships, sales promotions, personal selling, advertising, and direct marketing, which align and complement each other. Just like the marketing mix with its elements of product, price, place, and promotion, the major components of the promotional mix are advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, direct marketing, and public relations, with the emergence of new variants like buzz and viral marketing developing all the time. Promotional mix is a blend of variables carefully designed to satisfy the needs of a company's customers and achieve organizational objectives. First in the promotional mix is advertising. It is a major promotional mix component for thousands of organizations. Advertising is a paid, non-personal communication through various mass media such as television, radio, magazines, or online. Advertising campaigns are augmented by product placement and sponsorship. In product placement, marketers pay a fee to display a product prominently in a film or TV show. In sponsorship, an organization supports an event or activity with money or products or in kind their resources in exchange for a direct association with that event. For example, a fun run sponsored by Nature Spring. Personal selling is a seller's promotional presentation conducted person to person with the buyer. It may take place face to face, over the telephone, or by online virtual meeting. It may involve one salesperson and one buyer, or a team of salespeople pitching a group of buyers. Personal selling is considered to be the oldest form of promotion. Number three, sales promotion, which consists of marketing activities that provide a short-term incentive, usually in combination with other forms of promotion, to supplement or otherwise support the objectives of the promotional program. This broad category includes displays, trade shows, coupons, contests, samples, premiums, and product demos. Example, restaurants, including those serving fast food, often place certain items on the menu at a lower price for a limited time only. Another example, advertisements may contain coupons for free or discounted items for a specified period of time. Another, companies may conduct raffle for prizes such as new cars or vacations, which may be completely unrelated to the products the companies are selling. Another element in a firm's integrated promotional mix is direct marketing, which refers to the use of direct communication to generate a response in the form of an order, a request for further information, or a visit to a place of business to purchase specific goods or services. While many people equate direct marketing with direct mail, this important promotional category also includes direct response advertising and infomercials on television, direct response print advertising, and direct response online advertising. Direct marketing can be carried out through catalogs, kiosk marketing, direct mail, telemarketing, online marketing, personal selling, or direct response marketing. Public relations and publicity. Public relations is a firm's communications and relationships with its various stakeholders, including customers, suppliers, stockholders, employees, the government, and the general public. Publicity is the marketing-oriented aspect of public relations where marketers seek free or unpaid placement of news about the company or a product in mass media or on social media. Compared with personal selling, advertising, and sales promotion, expenses for public relations are usually low in most firms. Because companies do not pay for publicity, they have less control over whether the press or online media publishes good or bad news. This often means consumers find this type of news source more believable than company disseminated information. Variants of the promotion mix. While not necessarily categories of the promotion mix themselves, some additional promotional approaches are worth mentioning. Popular variants of the promotion mix include guerrilla marketing, which uses unconventional, innovative, and low-cost techniques to attract consumers' attentions, such as this bus for a zoo painted with realistic snake art. Or how about a giant popsicle lying around on the street? Or this, or even this one. Buzz marketing can be part of guerrilla marketing. This type of marketing works well to reach, for example, college students and other young adults. Marketing firms may hire students to mingle among their own classmates and friends, creating buzz about different products. Viral marketing is another form of guerrilla marketing that has rapidly caught on with large and small firms. The idea is to create content and hope users will pass it along to many others in their social media accounts. When marketers send a message to an intended audience or market, they want to make sure it gets through clearly and persuasively. That is why the communication process is so important to marketing. Perhaps this concept has been discussed in your subject, so this might not be new to you. The process starts with the sender, who acts as the source in the communication system as they seek to convey a message or a communication of information to a receiver. An effective message accomplishes three tasks, namely, it gains the receiver's attention, it achieves understanding by both receiver and sender, and it stimulates the receiver's needs and suggests an appropriate method of satisfying the needs. The message begins with encoding, that is, translating it into understandable terms and transmitting it through a communications channel or a medium. Decoding is the receiver's interpretation of the message. The receiver's response, who now acts as the sender, sends the message back by encoding the message, sends it through communication channel or medium back to the original sender, who now becomes the receiver, who then decodes the message. This phase is known as feedback, which completes the system. Throughout the process, noise can interfere with the transmission of the message and reduce its effectiveness. Noise comes in such forms as ineffective promotional appeals, inappropriate advertising media, or poor radio or television reception, which can downgrade the effectiveness of the message. Noise represents interference at some stage in the communication process. It may result from disruptions such as transmissions of competing promotional messages over the same communications channel, misinterpretation of a sales presentation or advertising message, receipt of the promotional message by the wrong person, or random events like people conversing or leaving the room during a television commercial. Noise can also result from distractions within an advertising message itself, such as buzzwords and jargon that few consumers can possibly understand. To reiterate what was mentioned in the previous slide, an effective message accomplishes three tasks. It gains the receiver's attention, it achieves understanding by both receiver and sender, and it stimulates the receiver's needs and suggests an appropriate method of satisfying them. The three tasks listed are related to the IDA concept, meaning attention, interest, desire, action, which are the steps consumers take in reaching a purchase decision. First, the promotional message must gain the potential customer's attention. The consumer becomes aware of a category, a product, or brand, usually through advertising. It then seeks to gain interest in that good or service. The consumer becomes interested by learning about brand benefits and how the brand fits with his or her lifestyle. Next, it stimulates desire by convincing the would-be buyer of the product's ability to satisfy his or her needs. The consumer then develops a favorable disposition towards the brand. Finally, the sales presentation, advertisement, or promotion technique attempts to produce action in the form of a purchase now or in the future. So that's the IDA concept: attention, interest, desire, and action. The overall function of promotion is to inform, persuade, and influence the consumer's purchase decision. However, the objective of a specific promotion may vary on the organization's needs and challenges at a given point in time. Among the most common promotional objectives are to create awareness, stimulate demand, encourage product trial, and retain loyal customers. First, create awareness. New product marketers must clear a significant hurdle before anyone will buy what they are selling. Potential customers need to know the product exists first and foremost. That's why the objective of advertising and other promotion at the introductory stage of the product life cycle is to create awareness. However, the importance of creating awareness isn't limited to new products. Growing or mature products may design promotions to raise the profile of a brand image, make untapped target audiences aware of the brand, or call attention to product features. Creating awareness can be achieved through billboards, posters, streaming radio ads, or online ads. Next objective of promotion is to stimulate demand. Consumers may be aware of a product but uninterested in buying it until they know how it stacks up against competition. In this situation, the objective of promotion is to stimulate demand by differentiating the product from alternative. Selective demands has the goal of increasing demand for a specific brand based on attributes important to potential purchasers, while primary demand has the goal of increasing demand for a product strategy but not for a particular brand or product within that category. This is used when a category is new and unfamiliar to prospective buyers. Encourage product trial. If prospective customers are aware of a product and favorably impressed by what it offers compared to the competition, they still might not buy. Often the problem is inertia. Without an incentive to change their routines, consumers won't take the time or risk involved in trying something different. The goal of promotion then is to encourage product trial by making it easy and reducing the risk of doing so. The fourth objective of promotion is to retain loyal customers. Over time, successful businesses must do more than close one-time sales. It's far more expensive to find new buyers than to keep current ones. So, marketers also use promotion to maintain and strengthen relationships with their existing loyal customers. Now let's talk about another concept, which is advertising appeals. An advertising campaign is a series of different but related ads that use a single theme and appear in different media within a specified time period. In developing a creative strategy, advertisers must balance message characteristics, namely the tone of the appeal, the information provided, and the conclusion to which it leads the consumer, with the story the ad tells, and its emphasis on verbal or visual elements. These are some common types of appeals used in advertising. We have appeals based on fear, appeals based on humor, appeals based on sex, celebrity testimonials, and comparative advertising. Fear appeals. Recently, marketers have relied increasingly on fear appeals. Fear appeals can backfire, however, when viewers practice selective perception and tune out those statements they think are too strong, implausible, tasteless, or overdone. Next, we have humor in advertising messages. A humorous ad tries to create a positive mood related to a firm's goods or services. Some ad professionals believe that humor, however, distracts from the brand and product features. Consumers may remember the humor but not the product. Humor can be tricky because what one group finds funny may not be funny at all to another group. Ads with sex-based appeals attract immediate attention, but marketers using sex-based ads know that there is a fine line between what is and is not acceptable to the consumers they want to reach. Celebrity testimonials. Using celebrity spokespeople can improve product recognition among hundreds of competing commercials and online promotions. Celebrities improve the product's believability, product recall, and brand recognition. Celebrity endorsements can go awry, however. A personality who endorses too many products may create marketplace confusion, or customers may remember the celebrity but not the product or the brand. A celebrity may not be credible in such cases. Comparative advertising. This is an approach that emphasizes advertising messages with direct or indirect comparisons to dominant brands in the industry. Media selection and scheduling. Media selection refers to choosing a form of media for advertising. The media selected must be able to accomplish the communications objectives of informing, persuading, and reminding potential customers of the good, service, person, or idea being advertised. The objective of media selection is to achieve adequate media coverage without advertising beyond the limits of the potential market. One of the most important decisions in developing an advertising strategy is the selection of appropriate media to carry a firm's message to its audience. The media selected must be capable of accomplishing the communications objectives of informing, persuading, and reminding potential customers of the good, service, person, or idea being advertised. The objective of media selection is to achieve adequate media coverage without advertising beyond the identifiable limits of the target market. Let's compare the major forms of media, their advantages and disadvantages. First, we have television. The advantage is that television ads have the largest reach, and audio-visual presentation has a high impact on the viewers. Ads can be run frequently in television advertisements. Disadvantages include advertisements on TV are very expensive. Messages can be quickly forgotten and increasingly ignored by users of online video on demand such as Netflix or cable TV channels like HBO. Next, we have radio. The advantage of radio is that it can target local audiences who speak their language. The cost is relatively low, short lead times for placing in ads, but the disadvantage include lacks visual imagery and listeners' attention might be limited and also difficult for driving listeners to follow the ad's call to action. Number three is newspapers. These media can reach large local audiences and there is short lead times for placing ads. Ads can also be run frequently through different issues of the newspaper. However, this has a short life, especially for daily publications. High volumes of ads limit exposure and hard to target specific market segments, and this has been slowly being replaced by online ads. Next, we have magazines. This also creates selective targeting and has a relatively long life and promotes good reproduction of visuals because magazine ads are most often colored. Disadvantages include high cost and long lead times, infrequent publication. Next, we have direct mail. This is highly selective and personal targeting of the customers. Easy to measure the performance and hidden from competitors because they are directed to the consumers. Disadvantages include that they are very expensive on a per piece basis and they are often thrown away as junk mail or spam email. Outdoor ads, for example, billboards or posters, are geographically selective. They can be placed close to point of sale and allows for frequent repetitions, especially for frequent passers-by of the advertisement. Disadvantages include that outdoor ads allow only very short messages, and they seldom attract readers' attention or passers-by, and they're being criticized as blight on landscape. Next, we have digital media. these are highly selective targeting of specific customers, available for almost any ad budget, and it is real time with measurable feedbacks. Disadvantage would include cost per click, which can be high or expensive, concerns about security and privacy, and uncertainty about how to evaluate return on investment. Public relations or PR is the firm's communications with various stakeholders, including customers, employees, stockholders, suppliers, government agencies, and the society in which it operates. It is concerned with building a positive image for all parts of the organization. The PR department is the link between the firm and the media. It provides press releases and holds news conferences to announce new products, the formation of strategic alliances, management changes, financial results, or similar developments. The PR department may also issue publications and documents such as newsletters, brochures, and reports. The aspect under public relations most directly related to promoting a firm's products is publicity, which focuses on unpaid placement of news regarding the product in a print, social, or broadcast medium. Firms generate publicity by creating special events, holding press conferences, and preparing new releases and media kits. Many businesses, such as Starbucks, build their brands with virtually no advertising. Because many consumers consider news stories to be made credible than advertisements, publicity releases are often sent to media editors for possible inclusion in news stories. The media audiences perceive the news as coming from the communications media and not the marketers. A key disadvantage of publicity is that the firm has little control over when a media outlet might run a story about its company or product, if they run a story at all. In addition, the firm has little control over what that story might say. Sometimes a press conference or publicity event can backfire by getting very little coverage or generating media coverage that portrays the company in a negative light. Cross-promotion is done when marketing partners share the cost of a promotional campaign that meets their mutual needs. Marketers realize that these joint efforts between established brands provide greater benefits for both organizations, often used for similar or complementary products, for example, Coca-Cola and McDonald's products. Ethics and promotions. Promotion is the element of the marketing mix that raises the most ethical questions. In the efforts to catch attention, some promotional materials tend to be racist, insensitive, inappropriate. There have been many companies who were penalized by law, banned, or totally boycotted by consumers because of questionable and offensive campaigns. Promotional mix effectiveness. Marketers strive to develop an effective promotional mix by evaluating various factors, namely nature of the market, nature of the product, price, stage in the product life cycle, and funds available for promotion. First, nature of the market. The number of buyers and type of customers in a marketer's target audience should affect the promotional mix. For example, advertising generally is used to reach large numbers of consumers across geographic areas, or personal selling is better for business customers, wholesale buyers, and consumers making high price or high involvement purchases. Nature of the product. Personal selling is generally best for custom or complex products requiring frequent maintenance like enterprise hardware and software systems. Likewise, advertising works better for standardized products like soft drinks or grocery items. In general, consumer goods, especially convenience products, lend themselves more readily to advertising than business goods. Within the business-to-business market, installations like machinery require more personal selling effort than operating supplies such as printing paper and toner cartridges. Price. Low unit price products are usually advertised in mass media. High price goods require well-presented information from qualified salespeople. The conditions favoring advertising may include many buyers dispersed across geographic areas, or highly standardized products, especially convenience goods, and also consumer markets or low unit to value products. The conditions favoring personal selling may include limited number of buyers for that particular product, or custom or complex products requiring frequent maintenance, and business or wholesale markets, high price and high involvement purchases. The product's stage in the product life cycle. For instance, in the introductory stage, personal selling and non-personal promotions are used as follows. For personal selling, marketers contact wholesalers and retailers to secure interest in and commitment to handling the new item. In trade shows, they inform and educate prospective dealers and ultimate consumers about the competitive advantage of the new items. Advertising and sales promotion create awareness, provide information, and stimulate initial purchases. The promotional mix should change as a product moves into the growth and maturity stages of the product life cycle. Lastly, the funds available for promotion. The cost of some promotions may put them out of reach. Firms with smaller budgets may instead choose online advertising, which can sometimes be free, or sales promotion, or publicity. To summarize, we talked about the 5 components of the promotional mix, namely sales promotion, public relations, direct marketing, advertising, and personal selling. IMC is a unified customer-focused promotional message. Advertising are paid non-personal communications, which include product placement and sponsorship. Personal selling means person-to-person presentation, which include face-to-face or telephone or online video conference. Sales promotions are short-term incentive to make a purchase, which include displays, trade shows, coupons, contests, samples, premiums, and other product demos. Direct marketing use direct communications to generate response in the form of order, requests for further communication, or visit to a place of business. Direct response type of advertising, infomercials, print, and online are direct marketing strategies. Next, we have public relations and publicity. When you say public relations, these are communications to its stakeholders, customers, suppliers, stockholders, employees, government, and the public in general. Publicity refers to unpaid placement of news about the company and the products. Other variants of promotional mix include guerrilla marketing, which are unconventional marketing tactics. This may include buzz marketing and viral marketing. We also discussed the communication process and the IDA concept. We talked about the 4 objectives of promotion, which include creating awareness, stimulating demand, encourage product trial, and retain loyal customers. The 5 types of appeals include fear appeals, humor, sex appeals, celebrity testimonials, and comparative advertising. The 7 different advertising media include television, radio, newspapers, magazines, direct media, outdoor advertising, and digital media. Public relations was discussed, which are the firm's positive communications with various stakeholders, namely the customer, the employees, stockholders, supplier, government agencies, and society in which it operates. Publicity, as already mentioned, are unpaid placement of news about the product and or businesses. We also talked about cross promotion. In this example, we mentioned Coca-Cola in partnership with McDonald's with their complementary products. We also mentioned ethics and promotions and how there should be responsibility in terms of promotions and how the messages are being brought across to the market. The five factors that influence the effectiveness of the promotional mix include nature of the market, nature of the product, the price of the product, and the stage in the product life cycle, also the funds available for promotion. There you have it, Chapter 17, which refers to promotion, integrated marketing communications, advertising, and public relations.